As we start this class in ceramics, I wanted to take a minute to show you my sketchbooks, because people oftentimes think that ceramics is not related to art in general, but ceramics is just another branch of art. Art is art. Whether you're drawing, building things, designing, it really is about looking at the world around you, working with materials that are in front of you to express an idea or translate what you see through your mind's eye, your hand, and the materials that you're using. For the last 3 or 4 years, I've been keeping a very regular sketchbook of drawings, watercolor paintings, colored pencil, that started at a specific spot, a place that I go every summer, which is a place that my family has in the Adirondacks in New York. And once I started painting this place from various views, various times of day, sunrise, sunset, rainstorms, little sections of trees brightly lit by the sun, and cloudy views, I really started to fall in love with painting. That's a very strange little red thing. I think it might have been a float of some kind that a neighbor had. And as I've started to develop these drawings and carry this book with me, which is a lot easier than carrying ceramics around, I really started to see how the drawings and paintings were very similar to my sculpture and the work that I've done in ceramics. Sometimes kind of muddled and dark and kind of globby. I don't know what these are, but I did them in Texas, and I just did them, and then I turned the page. And the more of these that I've done, the better they've gotten. Some of them are images I'm not really interested in looking at. Some of them are images that I feel very proud about. But really, I haven't paid too much attention to each individual drawing. Instead, I've spent each summer, and in some of these I've started to really work in the winter as well, I've really focused on filling the book. When I bought the first one and I went up to the Adirondacks, I was up there for about 2 weeks, and I thought, I'll just fill this book. And that way I won't have to worry about how good each painting is or each drawing is. Instead, the whole goal is to just get it filled. And what's happened is I've filled many. I just keep looking around. Started out in the Adirondacks, and then that spanned to around where I live, different areas in Vermont, different areas in the Berkshires, and even friends' gardens. Art is art. Art is about looking at the world, translating what you see through your mind's eye, your hands, and the materials that you're working with. Whether it's ceramics, sculpture, painting, drawing, it's all the same. So even though you're taking a ceramics class and we're working online, and you won't be working with clay very much, you do need to know it's all the same process. When I started working in art, I was only drawing and painting. Now, I do all of it. And I invite you to start looking at the world around you. What are you going to do? What are you going to make? What are you going to see?